Just another quick engine run stand video. Had a few questions from people. One of them was asking how I mounted the standard airbox to the run stand. You can see here I just screwed it to the front of the dash panel support bracket. Made a little L-shaped bracket here, just put one screw in it, still on the soft mount so it can move as the engine moves. And then from there on it just has all the standard ducting right through up to the throttle body. Another question was about this lawnmower throttle for revving the engine. It's a pretty simple process really. It's you buy the standard lawnmower push throttle. I just used the same external cable from the LS1 out of the Statesman. Ran a push bike brake cable or gear change cable through the middle, hooked it on the same lug in the bottom of the bracket for the throttle body. And it was a little bit loose at the time when I clamped it internally, so I just packed it with a couple of washers behind it there just to give it no play. So as soon as I move that, you can see over the back there, throttle body immediately moves, so there's no actual slack in it. Another question was how did I get my temperature gauge to run off of this temperature sender? Well, I didn't. This is the temperature sender that goes to the ECM. Both heads are a mirror image of each other, so in the back of the driver's side head, driver's side in Australia, passenger side in America, I installed another OEM temperature sender, and then that cable runs off to my gauges. So it runs off, comes up to the back of the temperature gauge. The temperature gauge has an active, a neutral, and that sender wire coming to it. So that was pretty simple. The other question was about the steam hose pipe work. So you can see the standard steam pipe work down here. It runs off under the throttle body in its standard position just there. Not sure if you can see that. It's just clamped on there, runs across to the other side of the radiator. It's just clamped on the radiator there. And like I said, on these Caprice models, they don't have a radiator cap on the actual radiator, like a filler cap. I had to run a remote one, which is this little one here. It's just like a $20 one or $30 one off eBay. So that runs okay, does the job. The other thing I had to do was I ran a oil pressure sender, which is down here. The bracket that holds the it's the blank. I had to drill it and put a temperature sender onto it, just so people can see what I actually did to it. There it is there. Other than that, the other question I got asked was about the reverse light switch. So this is the standard reverse light switch and the ignition cutout switch. So you can see at the moment on the dash it's powered up, so the ECM's powered up. That's the light that I got a dummy reverse light connected to. So if I flick this switch from park over to reverse, you can see the reverse light actually comes on here. So pretty simple, just use the reverse wire from the PCM. I think there's active to one side of it, and that switch just grounds it. So I know that when I connect that wire up to my hot rod reverse lights, it's going to make the reverse lights come on. So other than that, it was just a matter of hooking everything up through the little fuse panel and making it run. Oops. So you can see it's in reverse. Probably shouldn't have done that. It's in neutral now. No, it's not. Obviously you can't jump into park while the engine's running. That was a bit of a mistake. all worked good on it. So. There we go. Hope that answers all your questions. That's it. See you later.